I didn't have any celebratory drinks. I didn't think that was appropriate.
And I was standing next to a man who had his little daughter on his shoulders. He was pointing at Fraser and he was saying, "Don't you ever let anyone tell you that's your Prime Minister. Gough Whitlam is your Prime Minister." And he was crying and I started crying.
Some people spotted us and came and shouted abuse at us and raised their glasses to them. The minute David Smith read the proclamation, there was a huge boo.
Just out of the corner of my left eye, I could see Whitlam. Almost biblically, the crowd parted and he came down the steps and he stood right behind David Smith's shoulder.
I couldn't really hear him because there was a lot of noise. And then David Smith ended with,
"God save the Queen,"
which of course Gough had dropped and instituted Australian honours, so God Save the Queen was kind of passé, but it was back.
Whitlam stepped forward.
Everything sort of hushed a bit because Gough was going to say something.
And as we all know, his famous words.
Well, may God save the Queen.
God may save the Queen.
Well, may we say God Save the Queen.
Because nothing will save the Governor-General.
Hooray, said the mob. And we're up there on the balcony raising our glasses. And this was vintage Whitlam. This was the sort of thing that the crowd expected.
Gough completely spoke off the cuff. It would have been impossible to write in advance and we hadn't had anything to do with it.
He had a flair for the dramatic and he did that with all the Jews theatre.
The proclamation, which you have just heard read by the Governor-General's official secretary, was countersigned Malcolm Fraser, who will undoubtedly go down in Australian history from Remembrance Day 1975 as Kerr's Kerr.
His chosen words were deliberate and very pointed, but very, very strong. And I knew then that this was one of the moments in Australian political history.